A very good morning to all. Welcome to the webinar on instant file level recovery using Vembu VM Backup. My name is Manoj and I'm here a part of sales engineering with Vembu Technologies. I'll be hosting today's session. I see the attendees are quickly joining the session, so let's leave a minute for everyone to join and then we can go ahead and get started. Hope everyone has joined the session, so we can go ahead and get started. To start with, let's have a quick intro about the company profile. Vembu Technologies is founded in the year 2004. We are a private company, profitable since 2006. We have 4,000 plus channel partners and we reached more than 60,000 businesses so far. We are headquartered in Chennai, India. 70% of our customers are from North America, 20% from Europe, and the rest 10% from Asia Pacific region. So Vembu Media Suite is actually a one-stop solution for all your backup and disaster recovery needs, and it's actually designed to meet the requirements of small and medium businesses. So it has a collection of products bundled together into it. Let's see, Vembu VM Backup is actually a product that helps you to perform backup and replication of VMware and HyperV, where Vembu Image Backup helps you to perform backup and bare metal recovery of physical Windows servers and desktops. Vembu Network Backups helps you to do granular file folder level backups and also application level backups for applications like Exchange, SQL, SharePoint, Active Directory, MySQL, etc. Vembu Online Backup is purely a cloud-based solution where you can directly backup the data to Vembu Cloud, which is on Amazon environment, and you can do file folder and application level backups with online backup. And Vembu SaaS Backup is a backup solution for SaaS applications like Office 365 and Google Apps. So we do have some add-on products and they are like Vembu Offsite DR, which facilitates you to perform a replicate the data from your Vembu VDR backup server to an offsite data center. So by this you can achieve that you have a redundant copy of data sitting on some offsite data center or storage for performing disaster recovery if the actual VDR server itself crashed due to hardware failure or some other disaster. And Vembu Cloud DR helps you to have a hybrid cloud environment where you can have a backup copy backup to the local VDR server, and from there you can replicate the data to have a redundant copy on Vembu Cloud, which is on secure Amazon environment. And also you can perform direct disaster recovery from Vembu Cloud directly in case of disaster. And Vembu VDR 360 is actually a product that provides you more manageability and flexibility in managing all your backup environments. You can map multiple VDR servers to your VDR 360 and manage it from a single centralized portal. And Vembu Universal Explorer is a product that actually helps you to perform granular recovery of applications like Exchange, SQL, SharePoint, etc. So you can just have this utility and perform even a mail level restore from an Exchange server. Why we need Vembu VM Backup? So to answer this question, we have done an analysis called like backing up virtual and physical servers has become really more expensive, and again there has become a big challenge of manageability. So it actually needed fundamentally a different approach towards backup and disaster recovery. So Vembu VM Backup is actually designed by the experts in the industry to meet the backup and disaster recovery needs of physical and virtual environments. It actually fills the purpose with the best breed technology, which provides an affordable backup solution to backup physical and virtual servers, which also ensures not only performing backup, it also ensures the applications running inside those machines are consistent. It provides an optional cloud disaster recovery option at an affordable cost. To enter into the to dive in deep into the product, we actually need a basic understanding of what is an RPO and RTO. RTO is actually recovery time objective. It's nothing but the time duration taken to recover a backed up machine after a disaster, whereas RPO is recovery point objective. It's nothing but the time duration to recover the backed up machine after the disaster. So actually with Vembu VM Backup, what you can do is like you can achieve a RPO and RTO of even 15 minutes. Let's take a look at the product's architecture. Vembu VM Backup has a component called Vembu VM Backup agent, which actually acts as a proxy between the VMware Hyper-V environments and the actual BDR server. This agent will actually read the information from the VMware and Hyper-V. It encrypts, it compresses the data, and only the encrypted and compressed the data will be sent to the BDR server, where it will be stored in the BDR storage repository with our own file system called Vembu Hive. So at any point the data is compressed, deduped, encrypted at motion, as well as also in the rest. So you can ensure that the data is transmitted and managed in a secured form. Let's take a look what are all the advantages of performing VMware backup, VMware image backup with Vembu VM Backup. So with VM Backup, it's purely an agentless VMware image backup. It provides an option to perform VM replication for high availability, and it has VMware Hot Add and SAN transport mode for LAN-free data transfer, and the CBT enabled incrementals that provides data transfer using VMware VADP, and VM Backup supports VMware vSphere version 6, which includes VMware virtual volumes and virtual SAN. And when it comes to Hyper-V Backup, it's a host level advanced Hyper-V image backup, and it supports Hyper-V cluster shared volumes, and we have developed our own Vembu CBT drivers to enable high performance incremental backups. So it actually, like, while during the initial backup we inject our drivers, and the incrementals are absolutely efficient because of this drivers tracking only the change blocks inside VMs. And it ensures hot backup. This hot backup ensures zero VM downtime, and VSS aware technology is implemented for ensuring the application consistency inside the VMs during the backup. And here we come to the heart of the session: how we actually perform instant file level recovery with VM Backup. So the VM Backup agent, which is actually backing up the data to the BDR server, and from there the BDR server is actually managed, the BDR server actually manages the data with our own file system called Vembu Hive, and it creates something on the BDR server machine called Vembu Virtual Drive. So it's completely virtualized. It will not at all use any storage on the machine, where from the Hive file system it has the representation of the backed up machine in the form of VHD, VMDK, flat VMDK image file formats. So at any point of time, if you initiate an instant file level recovery from the BDR server console, it immediately attaches the backed up VM just like a physical disk connected to the backup server machine. So you can simply navigate. It actually attaches the disk to the disk management. So you can simply navigate to the VM from the backup server machine just like a physical disk, and you can just perform a file level recovery of the backed up VM. So this is just a theoretical part. Just give me a minute. Let's go ahead and jump in and see how exactly in live we can perform a file level recovery with Vembu VM Backup. So this is the Vembu BDR management console, from where you can perform backup of VMware, and you can perform a granular recovery of the backup machines. This is a centralized console. So let's see how we can perform a VMware and Hyper-V backup, and then we can go and see how we perform an instant file level recovery. For performing a backup, just click on backup, and if it is VMware, click on VMware vSphere. So the very first step is like it's purely agentless. You no need to manually install any agent inside ESXi server or some other machines. You can simply directly map your ESXi server with this particular option, add VMware server. So all you need to do is like you just need to provide the credentials of the VMware vSphere which you want to back it up. So just provide the hostname and IP address, username, password, and the port number you want to use, and once when it is added, it will be listed in the VMware vSphere page. So I've already added some ESXi servers from my test bed, so it's one of the servers. So if you want to perform a backup, just click on backup now. What happens is like it will communicate with the ESXi server and pop up all the virtual machines running inside those ESXi. So you can just go ahead and pick what are the VMs you want to back it up and click on next. So this is where you ensure the RPO of this particular backup, how frequently you can run the backup. So as I said earlier, you can even achieve an RPO of 15 minutes by keeping the backup running every 15 minutes. So depending upon your requirement and convenience, you can select how frequently you want to run the backup and proceed configuring the retention. So the retention is nothing but how many restore points you would like to have for this backup, and you can just select how many versions of restore points you need to have on this particular checkbox. And again, as I said, these backups are application aware, which means while backing up, it also ensures that the applications running inside the VMs are consistent. So if you could see, you do have an option to enable application aware. Let's say if an Exchange server is running inside those VM, it ensures that during the backup the Exchange server is consistent. So you can enable the application aware option here, and also you can even truncate the logs of the application after successful backup using this option. So once when you configure the retention, just you need to go ahead and review the configuration you have done and add a backup name and start running the backup. It's a simple visit where just by going through this visit you can directly start backing up the VMs to your media server. So when it comes to Hyper-V, the same happens here. Only thing is like you just need to map a Hyper-V instead of VMware server. That's it. And if you want to click on backup, just click on backup now. And what happens is like it will just communicate with the Hyper-V host machine and pop up all the VMs running inside those Hyper-V host. So you need to just pick up what are all the VMs to be backed up, and the retention and the configuration remains same, just like what we did for VMware. So these are all the VMs running inside the Hyper-V. So you can just pick what are all the VMs you want to back it up. As we discussed previously, the configuration part and the retention part remains same, just like what we did with VMware, and just review the configuration and start running the backup. So it's a simple visit. You can start performing VMware HyperV Backup in less than even in a couple of minutes by using this visit. And when it comes to recovery, so the recovery part which we're gonna see on this particular session is an instant file level recovery. So how I can recover a granular file from a backed up virtual machine is like, let's say if I want to recover a file from this backup, the VMware backup, all you need to do is like just click on restore. It will just go and list all the restore options available for this VMware backup. So the restore options are instant boot. What happens is like it immediately spins a virtual machine up and running in the backup service hypervisor. So if you wanna, if the actual VM is down, if you wanna spin the VM up and running immediately, you can use this instant option. If you wanna directly perform a live restore to the source ESXi server, you can use this option. This is the file level recovery used to perform a granular file level restore of the backed up VMs. And if you want to do any partition or disk level restore, you can use this option. And you can also have a perform a P2V or V2V conversion, or you can manually download the VHD, VMDK, VMD, flat VMDK and raw image files of the backup VM using this download option. It's just a legacy method. So the topic for today's session is file level recovery. So I am just choosing the file level recovery. Click on next. So it will just go ahead and list what are all the restore points available for this particular backup. I just click on the restore point and click next. So this will pop up what are all the VMs backed up on it, and you just need to select the disk to be mounted and review it once. Click on next, and it immediately, what happens is like this particular VM is like it will be just mounted into the backup server machine, just like a physical disk on the disk management. So if I go ahead and check on this machine, you could see an additional drive added over here with the drive letter Z, and if I navigate through it, I can see the files and folders of that particular VM over here. So less than a minute, you can just perform a granular file level recovery without performing any manual restore with this Vembu VM Backup. So that's the session for today, where we can perform instant file level recovery with the Vembu VM Backup using from a VMware and a Hyper-V environment. So the session is recorded. If anyone need a recorded copy of this session, feel free to give us a call, or you can also send us an email on the email address which is shown on the screen. You can mail us at vembu-sales@vembu.com or vembu-support@vembu.com to our support desk. We'll be happy to send a recorded copy of it. Once again, thank you all for joining the session. Have a good day.